All right.
Oh, Jesus
hey,
Christ. I'm
come
so
here.
sorry about that.
It's okay.
Problem with my ears. I'm trying to fix it.
Okay. All right.
Alright, there we go. Sorry about that.
Okay, so do you understand what's going to happen? I'm going to tell you to go somewhere, and something is going to take place, and you're going to tell me whether that's 1, 2, 3, or 4. You understand? And you're going to react appropriately. Okay?
Alright.
All right. Okay. So I want you to go down to the third cell down on the left. There's an inmate in there. I want you to bring him out, and I want you to put him in that cell right there. You understand?
Yeah, this middle one, right?
Right. I want you to do everything you're supposed to do with reacting to him, using your radio, using your personal tools, and your equipment. You understand?
Right.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Go ahead and go into that cell right there. And I want you to move him to the middle cell over there. Go ahead.
Right. Hello, sir. Officer Wallace, you mind facing the back wall for me, please?
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
4-34, I've got a person that's not cooperating with me. Sir, do you mind please facing the back wall?
Okay, this is scenario 1. Scenario 1. Okay.
Alright, sir,
Right.
I'm going to ask you one more time to face the back wall for me, please, or you will be tased.
Are you threatening me right now? Is that what you just did?
No, sir, I'm asking you to work with me so I can work with you, please. If you're not going to work with me,
No, I heard a threat. I heard a threat. You trying to go? You want to talk? Let's toss it around, dude. You want to go?
Alright, suspect is now acting aggressively, sir.
All right. All right. Do what you need to do to get him in that cell over there.
Yes, sir. Alright, sir, if you're going to act aggressively, I'm going to have to use force. Sir?
All right. Get up. Get up. Tase him. Tase him. Tase him. Tase him. There you go.
Ow.
Tase him. Tase him. There you go. Oh, good. Now drag him. Drag him. Cuff him. Drag him. Cuff him. Drag him. Cuff him. There you go. Drag him. Cuff him. Drag then cuff. There you go. No. No. Move him. No. Put him in the middle cell. Put him in the middle cell.
Alright, so sorry about that. I had to tase you, but you're not cooperating with me.
All right.
Yes.
So okay. So Chris, now you're compliant. Go take the cuffs off. Now you're compliant, Chris. Get back in there. Chris, take the cuffs off, partner.
Alright, sir. Back a little closer to the bars and I'll uncuff you.
There you go. Okay. All right. Okay. Now. Okay. Right. Right. So now we're going to do the same scenario. You're going to walk into that third cell over there. You're going to come out, and you're going to engage him, and you're going to move him back to that third cell. You understand?
Right.
All right. So go to the third cell. I'll tell you when to come out. Okay. Come on out.
Well, sir, I'm going to be moving you to another cell. Are you willing to cooperate with me?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Will you please back up to the bar so I can put cuffs on you? Thank you, sir. Alright, you come out. And you just walk over to the third cell on your left. Alright, and you go. Please face towards the wall. I'm now going to uncuff you. Just please stay facing the wall. Alright, there you are.
Oh, thank you.
Lock
Thank
the
you
door.
for cooperating.
Lock the door. Lock the door. There you go.
Can I lock these doors as I'm walking through them?
What you should do is like RP that you're locking them, like you're making sure they're latched. You're locking them, and then like as if you're shaking them. Like, okay, so you walk through them, and then you face them like this. Do like this, okay? Do like this. Okay, turn around, inmate. Turn around, face the wall. Don't turn around until I tell you to turn around. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. So You've placed them over there on the wall. You've walked out of the cell. You're standing at the door. You lock it, and then you try to walk through it, and it's not locked, is it? It's not locked. Now it's locked. Now you'll try to walk through it, and that's how you make sure it's secure. Don't walk away when it says locking, because it's not locked. Okay, until you can't go in there, meaning he can't get out. It's not locked. Understood?
Understood. Get that.
Okay. All right. Something else we're gonna go over. Something else I'm gonna go over. I'll do this on TeamSpeak. Something else we're gonna go over is you keep command of these guys when you walk in the cell. Okay. Before you open the door, you tell them go ahead, go to the back wall, face the wall. Right. So you keep him under control the whole time you're inside the cell. Because the door is open, you don't want him running out, and you don't want him standing right on top of the door. There's no reason for that, for him to stand right there. Okay? There's no reason for him to have to stand right at the window or at the door when you unlock the door. You don't want that. So you want to keep control of him, to have him go to the back wall, face the back wall, and have him stay there. Okay? So that you give him clear instructions. Now you can do whatever you need to do to get control of him if he tries to do something on you, right? So if I was to walk in there and he was to spin around on me, hey man, I'm going to go out of the cell and I'm going to lock the cell, or I'm going to, call my partners down here and I'm going to stay out of the cell, make sure it's locked, and make sure he can't get out of there, okay? But when you're moving somebody, you're not always going to get their cooperation. They might pretend to cooperate. They might not. They might start off where they're going to, as soon as you unlock the door, they hear the door unlock, they're going to turn on you. You never know what's going to happen, okay? So make sure you have a clear understanding of what's going on. And later, when you're RPing on a server, and it's someone that has been very, very uncooperative with you, have them get on their knees with their hands up. Okay, that's a step more. That's a step more aggressive, but it's safe for you. Understood?
I get that.
All right, so Chris, you know how to get on your knees?
I do know how to...
So go to the back wall, Chris, and get on your knees. This is what it looks like right there. Go ahead and show me. There it is right there. See that? Look at that. Now, when he wants to get out of that, he has to bring his hands down, catch his balance, and then try to get up off his feet. Look how much time he's giving you, that if he indicates that he's going to try to punch you, you have all the time in the world to get your taser out, right? Okay? Okay. All right. Now, this is a special if you have two people in a cell, and this might happen at some point, okay? You're going to tell the person that's going to come out, you're going to tell the other person, I'm going to say, Mark Smith, you're coming with me, Joe Blow, whatever whoever it is, I want you to kneel down at the wall and stay there. Put your hands behind your head. Okay, that keeps control of that person there. Okay, you can have them both kneel and tell Mr. Smith, when I tell you to, get up on your feet and walk out the door. So you're being very clear about what you want them to do. Very clear instructions. Okay. All right. So we're going to do again. What have you recognized so far? What levels? 1, 2, 3, or 4 so far? What have you experienced?
So far, I've recognized 1, 2, and 3.
Exactly. Okay. Did he try to punch you? He just took a fighting stance. Did he try to punch you at all?
I believe he did once, yeah.
Okay, so you've experienced all 4 if he tried to punch you, right? So then, if he's contained inside this cell and he's trying to fight you, and you're in there and the door is unlocked because you're by yourself, okay, but you're trying to get control of him, of course, anytime you're going to pull out your taser, you need help, you get punched, kicked, or whatever, you're going to call for backup, right? So you can identify what they are, correct? 1, 2, 3, and 4?
Actually, I do have a question now.
Okay.
I got 3 and 4 confused again. So 4 is when they show signs of aggression, like actively attempted to punch me or shoot me or whatnot.
That's 4. When they take a fighting stance, Chris. Take a fighting stance, Chris. Okay, let me. All right, come on out, Chris. All right, that's a fighting stance.
That's a 3.
That's 3 right there.
Okay.
So if I tell Chris, okay, Chris, come out of that. I walk up to Chris and I say, Chris, walk over to that middle cell over there. And he doesn't do it. Okay. So I go over to put my hands on him, and he pulls away and takes a fighting stance. I'll move away, take a fighting stance. Now, guess what? I'm gonna do? I got something for you, buddy. Hey, man, walk over to that cell right now. I'm gonna tase you. And he puts his hands up, and now we're right back down to number what? We're back down to number 1 because he's compliant, right? Right, there you go, Chris. All right, so you experienced 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, Chris, you have any questions about any of this?
Nope.
Okay, okay. Do you think this is better than just reading the SOP? Because I do.
Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah, this is good. This is good to go, in my opinion. Okay, and all right. So 1, they're doing what you say. 2, they don't do what you say, but you have to put your hands on them to get you to move. Okay, so if someone's on the back wall and you tell them to go to the cell over here, give them a chance to move, and they don't move, then go put your hands, just walk up to them and do the drag. So you get your alt menu ready. Get your alt menu ready, and you go to citizen, and he's not doing what you want him to do. So you're going to go walk up to him, just walk up to him very casually walk up to him, and you're going to do this. There you go. Now I have control of him, right? Now I move him and I tell him to face this window until I get back. I tell him to just stand here, face the window, keep your hands up. Okay? And I undrag him. If he's been uncooperative already, okay, and he's been resistive already, or I have to hold his hand to tell him to do everything I want him to do, I might tell him to get on his knees and stay here, okay? Or I might just unlock the door and have him walk in there and get on his knees. When the door closes, I lock it right away. Any questions?
Yeah, fuck 12.
All right. Okay, cool. All right. That's great. All right. Let's see here. So, who is it? Who's here? What's your last name? The guy that just went. What's your last name?
Me, I'm Wallace.
Morris. Okay, Morris. All right. And this is Sergeant Conway. Is that correct? With your hands up?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Put your hands down. Put your hands down. Let's just do this here. Citizen. Drag. Okay, you can put your hands down. You're good. You're good. Okay. So basically, what we did is we had Morris go in there, and I had Chris do the. Chris was the perp. Okay, so Chris, by being the perp and doing what I told him to do, he identified with the 4 steps just as the person that portrayed the cop.
Nice.
Okay, so Chris, you understand any questions about any of this? Okay, so just because the class is over and you come up with something, you know, a couple days from now, an hour from now, and you have a question for me, send me a DM or send your sergeant a DM, and your sergeant will answer it, and if he doesn't know, he'll come to me. All right? Okay. So, Wallace. Okay, let me take a picture here. Let me get a picture so I know who's in my attendance at the end.
I'm here also to mark them on the sheet, so if you want, I could just do that, so it helps you out.
If they're both, yeah, then mark them on the sheet as yes, if they completed. Okay, please.
Right.
Okay, so for the record, we have
Wallace, we got
Wallace.
and Strain.
Yeah, Wallace.
Jackson doesn't need it.
Strain. Yeah, Jackson's already been there, but Jackson, you have any questions about any of this that I went over?
Negative, sir.
All right. Do you want to do this? Want to do it?
Sure, why not?
We'll do the scenario? Okay, so we can show you.
Strain.
Okay, so let me get Chris. Go back in the cell. So yeah, Chris, Strain, and Wallace.
Yep, no, I'm good. I got it.
Okay, so Jackson, what's going to happen is you're going to walk into that cell over there, that third cell down on number 3 on the left. I want you to go get that inmate, and I want you to put him in the middle cell over here behind you. You understand?
Yep.
Okay, now he's going to be, his character, you're going to want you to be able to identify his behavior, 1, 2, 3, or 4. All right? I'm going to be watching you. Let's go. Let's go watch.
Okay. Sir, I'm Officer Donny with New York Police Department. I'm going to be moving you to a cell. You've been compliant with me. I'm going to be compliant with you. Okay? Sound good?
Well, why am I getting moved?
We just it's just precautions, sir. We're just gonna check your cell.
Well,
make sure
I'm comfortable here. I don't want to get moved.
Well, sir, we have to do our jumps. It's a thing. So
I'm telling you right now, if you enter this, I'm going to be very hostile towards you.
individual does not want to move cell. He's being verbally hostile.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Now, for this particular instance, this is not somebody out on the street. So he's in a cell and he's going to be combative, and you're the only person working here. Leave him in there. Okay? Don't open the door for him. Okay? When you get a partner, you can tell him that we're coming in and we're going to move you to another cell, and you don't have any say in that. Order him to go to the back of the cell, face the wall, put his hands up, and then get on his knees. And then when your partner goes in, cuff him, get him up on his feet, and move him to where you want him to go. Okay? All right. So he's verbally assaultive. He's telling you pretty much, if you come in here, I'm going to commit violence, right? So you don't have to go inside the cell. If this was somebody out on the block, okay, that you're trying to talk to, that you believe was has committed a crime, probable cause, and you're going to make an arrest because you believe he punched a guy, he fits the description, you can see his hands are a little bit swollen, just some indicators that this guy has been in a fight, okay? He might be bloody or something, right? So you have enough there to stop the guy and arrest him, okay? Or someone witnesses, hey, that's the guy that punched me, okay? There you have it. That guy is going to jail, but just because he's one guy and he's committing threatening to commit violence doesn't mean you can't call back up and create a plan. Do it quickly. Create a plan and get done what you need to get done. Okay, so you've been aggressive. And what is aggressive? What is the aggressive? The active aggressor. What number is that?
I believe that's 2, right?
That's 3. That's 3.
Oh, 3.
That's
yeah.
3. Okay. So the first one is cooperative. The second one is an active resistor. So number 3 is an active aggressor. Okay. All right. Resist. Yeah, that could be. They could border resistive compliant. Okay. Let me take a look at my notes. I'm sorry, forgetting that. Active aggressor is a 3. Okay. So what is number 4?
This one is, that's right.
Life threatening. Life threatening. Okay. Life threatening. Exactly. So someone takes a fighting stance, but he's taking a fighting stance with his voice because he's saying, if you come in here, I'm going to commit violence. So it doesn't mean you still need to do that by yourself. But if you're by yourself, leave him in there. Okay? The reason why I bring this up is because sometimes you'll find yourself in a server by themselves and they don't want to comply with you. Okay? With you giving them verbal commands to come to the door and handcuff them. No, come inside the cell and take the cuffs off. Nope. Don't get baited into doing that, okay? Until they comply with you and they shut up and listen to the charges and make sure they understand what's going on, they might be non-compliant, then they might go on a compliant and ask for a lawyer, okay? Then they're de-escalating the situation themselves, okay? But they only get what they want when it's safe for you to enter the cell, okay? So the verbal stuff is yeah, that's an aggressor. He's telling you he's going to aggress you if you come into the cell. So that's a number 3. He hasn't been life-threatening because you haven't opened the door. Okay, now you and Morris are going to make contact with him, and he's going to do another behavior. And I want you, Jackson, to identify it. You ready, Chris? Okay, so go ahead, Jackson. And
All right.
Morris, you're his partner, Morris. Go ahead and make contact with him. You're moving him. Go ahead.
Alright, so we're gonna be moving you. I'm gonna have you sit on your knees at the wall with your hands up. And I'm gonna move in and cuff you while my partner here makes sure of my safety, okay?
Alright. Okay.
All right. And there you go. No,
I have to get on my knees? Like,
he's
I have
running.
to absolutely get on my knees?
Yeah, get on your
Yes,
knees.
please.
Your hands up.
That's crazy.
Exactly. And there's
Cover
something.
me, partner.
Yep, cover him. So when he goes in, you're going to stand at the door, okay? With your taser ready, not aimed at the guy, but ready. All right. Here we go.
Ollie.
Here we go.
Oh,
there it is. What do you have? A radio.
4. I'm being attacked.
Partner, Morris. Tase
I
the
believe
guy,
I'm being
Morris.
dragged.
Oh, you're being. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, wrong guy. Okay.
Yep.
So now you guys know about that, right?
Yeah, I got too close.
Because you're all cops and someone dragged and big mix-up, right? So now you guys
Yeah, I
understand
think,
that
I
too,
think I was
right?
too close inside the door.
Okay, so let's do it out here in an open area. Let's do it out here in an open area. Okay.
Temple.
So let's see. Morris and Jackson, go around the corner. Go around the corner, but don't go out the cages. Go around the
Okay.
corner. Go around the corner. All right. So now the scenario is going to be. The scenario is going to be. We match the description of two people that you are going to arrest because you're walking up on us. You see us. We haven't seen you yet, but you know that we're there. You walk up on us, and one of us is going to do one thing, and one of us will do something different from that. Okay, and you guys are going to act accordingly, but make sure your comms are good. Make sure if you're the contact man, okay, then the other guy is what? If one guy is contact, one guy is what? Cover. Exactly. Okay. So if Jackson, you make contact, Morris, you are what?
Stuck.
Exactly. So you're on the radio if things go south. Okay. You're on the radio if things go south, and then you jump in with your partner. Okay. All right.
Right.
You got to put it on the radio. You have to. Okay. Here we go. All right. Go to whisper. Go to whisper, Chris. All right. All right. All right. Hold on a second. When you get there, when you get over there to us, we're all going to be on whisper, so there's no problem with chat. Okay. All right. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, we're back here at the wall. We're back here at the wall. Now we see the cops coming around the corner. All right, so we're just going to go over here. We're going to try to avoid the cops because we don't want to go to jail today. Okay.
Sirs, we have some questions. If you would mind letting us ask you a few questions.
Oh man, what do you guys want, man? What the hell you guys want? Why are you bugging us, man?
You said to go on whisper, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's go normal. Everybody go normal. Is everyone on normal?
Yeah.
We're good? Okay, we're on normal now. Okay. All right. All right, what do you guys want, man? What's up? Okay.
Two individuals left answering the part.
Okay, we're going to do TeamSpeak. We'll use TeamSpeak then. Okay. We'll use TeamSpeak.
Stand by.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Can you hear me? This is RockSteel. Can you hear me? This is RockSteel. This is RockSteel. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Chris, now you talk.
I can't hear anybody.
Who's that?
That's Jackson.
That's Jackson? Okay. Jackson, go to normal. Jackson, go to normal. F1.
There we go.
Testing.
You got normal? Testing?
Yeah, well-
RockSteel.
Yep. There
Good?
we go. Now I can.
Okay, all right.
Right.
Okay, here we go. You made contact with us, and then we stopped to see what the hell you want. Now what? Come on, man. I got shit to do.
All right. We saw you. We saw you doing. Saw you fighting with that individual over there. What's going on? What's wrong?
You know what? I have not been.
Stand back.
I have not been over there in a while.
So we'll just
I'm
try and
not
ask you a
sure.
couple of questions.
We just saw you walk from there, sir.
Yeah, I gotta go, guys. Like my kids, I gotta feed them.
Yeah.
You guys are holding up my kids.
Yeah. Are we being detained?
They get.
Are we
yeah,
being
they're-
detained?
they're getting
Jim,
hungry.
we
At
just
this
trying to
point,
ask you a couple of questions. We saw some fighting down there, and we see you in the area. We're just trying to ascertain, you know.
All right.
Stand there for me. Don't come close, please.
You ask a question, and I just want to hit somebody.
Don't come any closer,
No,
sir.
no, it's all right.
I just want to hit somebody,
Being
bro.
attacked.
I just want to hit somebody. Come on.
Sir.
Man. All right. Okay.
You're gonna be compliant.
Here.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
going
good.
this way.
I'm good.
3 Bravo 34. We've got 2 individuals who have attempted to assault officers, taking them into custody.
Remember, put your taser away when you go to rescue.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. So what you guys can do is there's 2 people and one guy has his taser out, right? Okay. Tell them both to get on their knees and then have the guy cuffing, cuff them one at a time while you still have the taser up. So you're one step ahead. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Okay. Take the cuffs off of Chris. Does anyone have any questions about this?
Yeah, I do have some questions. I've been involved in a scuffle when there were multiple officers attempting to cuff one individual, and the officers ended up cuffing each other.
Right, right. That's like a Benny Hill episode, isn't it? It's like
Yeah,
watching
exactly.
Benny Hill.
Yeah.
That's like watching Benny Hill without the music, but it looks like a bunch of Goof Troop, F Troop guys, right? Right. So here's the thing about that. Okay. Let's say there's 2 guys over there fist fighting, and 3 cops show up. And should all 3 cops jump in to try to break the fight up?
No, it seems like I think
No, that would be a bad idea because if all 3 of the cops go down, then nobody's going to cover you when they're kicking you while you're on the ground.
Exactly. And is it common when you get into an incident where there's several cops that there aren't several civilians watching, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And is it common for when there's several civilians in a group where there are several cops that sometimes one person in the crowd wants to beat up a cop too? Right?
yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. So you always want to have one cop to do the radio, and one cop, if it's a sergeant, I'm going to show up and direct the force. Okay, I'm going to be watching what's going on. So if you guys are on the ground, let's say there's 2 cops on the ground scuffling with a dude, I'm going to do this, and I'm watching the crowd, and I'm saying, stay back, stay back, stay back. All of you stay back, just give us some room. We're doing our job, right? Okay, as opposed to all the cops trying to get involved, they start handcuffing each other, and it just looks like a bunch of goofy dudes messing around in uniform, right?
Yeah.
Right? So recognize that. Okay, that's why I say when you show up, Chris is arresting Morris, and he's got a taser out, and I show up, and I don't have any weapons out. I'm going to automatically, once the guy is tased and he's on the ground, I automatically assume the position myself as the person that's going to put the cuffs on him. I don't expect him to do that. But if we're arresting Morris, and we know he's got a gun, we know he's armed, we know he beat somebody up and shot at somebody, okay, but his gun is not out, someone's going to have a gun out, someone's going to have a taser out, because we're not going to shoot a guy with nothing in his hands, right? That's not a threat to us directly, okay? But someone that we recognize as someone that likes to punch people, we're going to take our taser out. Someone that we know has shot people, who might get dangerous, or he makes threats, we're going to get our gun down at our side, not pointing at the guy. We're going to give the guy every chance to cooperate with us, okay? The third guy showing up, because we have levels of force, I'm going to get on the radio, and when he's tased, then after you tase him, then you, as the person that tased, you say taser deployed, and then I'm going to go handcuff the guy. If we shoot the guy, the officer that shoots him is going to keep his hands with his gun still in his hands. The guy with the taser is going to holster, or the guy with no hands is going to go over and put the cuffs on him. The guy with the taser can still get on his radio with a taser in his hand, correct? Right? So everyone understands what their job is when they get to a situation, so it doesn't turn into a great big just mess, okay? All right?
All right, that makes sense.
Okay. I wish we had more people. I did get this on film, so I hope that this will help people understand. So again, to review, the level 4, the compliant, they're doing everything you're telling them to do. The passive resistor is someone who stands in the middle of the street. You tell them to get out of the street, they don't. You walk up to them, put a firm grip on them, move them out of the street. The passive aggressor is someone who you can't put your hands on them. They're not following your instructions. When you go to put your hands on them, they step away from you as if to do this, and then show me the fighting stance, Chris.
I think I'm bugged out. I don't know what.
You're bugged out. Show me the fighting stance. That's the fighting stance. Everybody look at this. That's a fighting stance. Okay, and it doesn't have to go from that. Some people will go to that fighting stance first, but that's a signal. But some people will stand right here, just with their hands down at their side, and all of a sudden want to punch you. And what they're doing is they're making it known to you that you have come within their space when you shouldn't have, okay? Like if there's 2 people, okay, I want you guys to stand over here, go to the windows, and put your hands up. That's less aggressive than get on their knees. But if you have to get them on their knees to keep control of them because you are outnumbered, then so be it. Okay? No problem. All right? If you're by yourself and you're outnumbered and you have no backup, but you absolutely want to make an arrest, okay, and it's arresting both of them, okay, then you're going to walk up and you're going to go through that animation of handcuffing the guy. You're going to want maybe one guy get on the ground. Let me see if I can do this. Somebody come and handcuff me when I'm down on the ground like this. Come and handcuff me.
Do you want to drag you at all, or just
Try to handcuff me. All right. Now I can't get up and move, right? I can't get up and move because I'm down here. I'm still crawling, right? So this does not look realistic, but this is practical, okay? Because you have one guy on his knees that you're going to cuff, and you cuff a guy that is laying flat on the ground. That means that if you two people on the ground and they're right next to each other while you're handcuffing a guy, the other guy can't use that time to get out of the animation of being on his knees to try to attack you. Okay? Understood?
Yep.
Don't let them separate. Don't let them tell you where to do your job. Don't let them tell you where you can pull them over on a traffic stop. I'm sorry. Don't let them do any of that stuff, okay? Don't let them dictate how you do your job, okay? Lawyers can go to jail just like any other civilian for interfering with your job. Lawyers are not allowed to interfere with your traffic stop just because they're lawyers and that is their client that you're talking to, okay? You can tell the lawyer, if you'll go stand over there, okay, and let me do my job, okay, I can tell you where I'm taking him so you can come down and talk to him. But right now, I'm doing my traffic stop, okay? And if he still wants to, get in your face and start talking to you, hey, you know what? If you don't walk away, I'm going to take you to jail too. There's nothing wrong with that. You're telling him what's going to happen. It's a consequence, right, for his actions. Okay, any questions about any of this? I know this has gone on a bit. This is 2 hours in now. And I appreciate you guys. I think that you guys have been patient. I did not get everything that we did today on film. Just when Chris went into the cell to act it out for Morris, that's when I started my footage. Okay.
It's Wallace.
It's Wallace. Oh,
Yeah, that's all
Wallace. Okay, so when Chris went in there, I started the video. I got everything you did. Okay. There's in a cell setting, there's nothing wrong with keeping the guy in there if he says he says the words to make you understand that he's violent, then don't go in there. Even if there's two people here, if there isn't an absolute reason, like a lawyer shows up and this guy has already threatened you, you can tell the lawyer, you can go to the window over there and talk to him. I'm not taking him out of that cell because he's threatened violence. So you can go to the window over there and talk to him, and I will give you the room. And what that means is I'm not going to be walking over in this area listening to anything you say. That's what that means. But you are not required to take out someone who is violent, okay, to come out of their cell and speak to a lawyer, okay? Cuff me. Let me see if you can cuff me. Can you still kick? Somebody cuff me. So I'm cuffed. Okay, what are my options? Walking away? Can I do? This is all I can do.
I don't think
You can't kick. You can't do anything else. Okay.
Can you jump? Can you tackle?
I want the ability to run again. That's what I want. I want the ability to run away again. That's what I want.
Pull out your knife and have one of us handcuff you and try to use your knife.
Well, cuff me again. I want to see if I can pull a weapon out when I'm handcuffed, and if I can fire it. Okay. Let me see. I cannot.
I don't think you can.
Cannot do it. There was someone who was shot before. It made him quit. He was a civilian, and he was on his civilian character, and he got shot by a trooper, but he was handcuffed, running away, and he pulled a gun, and they shot him.
Oh, jeez.
So, you know what? Hey, whether you're handcuffed or not, I'm not here to be assaultive. But if you guys don't understand what reasonable force is, right? Whatever force you need to take control of the situation, as compared to excessive force. So if I'm handcuffed, let's say this guy has his hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Okay. And what's this? Is that necessary? Is that necessary?
Nope.
No, it's not. It's not necessary at all. It's highly illegal. Okay. How about he's got a gun in his hand and I take out my gun and shoot him? He's got his hands up and a gun in his hand. Is he a threat to me? He is a threat.
No.
If his hands come down, he's a threat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in real life, of course, much quicker, you can do that. Okay, so what I want you to do is, bald guy, I want you to face the wall. I want you to face the wall. Who's that? Who is that? I'm sorry.
That's Jackson.
Jackson, face the wall. Walk. No, face the brick wall to your left. Right there. Walk up to the brick wall. Stop. How fast can you aim your weapon at that wall? Go. Ready? Go. Go. Aim your weapon.
It's not letting me.
It doesn't do it. It doesn't do it. While your hands are up, you can't aim, right?
Actually, I
Right,
just
can
scuffed
you
my
not?
stuff. One
Wait.
sec. Now
Yeah.
again. All right, we have to do that
You
again.
should be
Okay,
able to
okay,
do
okay.
it
Hands up.
fast.
Hands up. Aim at the wall. Hands up. Aim at the wall. There you go.
Doesn't let you do that fast.
Not that fast. Okay, but you can see how common sense would be, hey man, you got a gun in your hand, okay, face away from me.
Oh.
Face away from me. I've got my gun out. I've got my gun out facing it. I got my gun out and I'm got my gun pointed at you, okay? Face me. Face me, right? Now you've got a gun in your hand, so I would put my gun on you. I'm not gonna put my gun on you because it's loaded, okay? All firearms are loaded, okay? So my gun would be on you, okay? Until you turn around and wait for me, okay? Turn around and wait for me, and get on your knees. Get on your knees, okay? All right. Now, once he's on his knees, is everything okay? Everybody can put their weapons away?
Nope.
No. Until when?
Until you got that gun off of him.
Got to
Gun
get
and
the
cuffed.
get the gun and cuffed, and I'm dragging him, okay? Because like we all showed you guys can still walk away, and they might walk off the top of a building, right? They might walk out into traffic. Who's responsible if you don't drag them first? You are.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. Everyone understand what contact and cover is, right?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
So when you're on a traffic stop and your partner, usually what I do is I tell the trainee, you are the contact man, I'm the book man. I'll book them. The first couple times, I'll show you how to do it, and from that point on, you do everything. Okay? And then when he's doing everything, I am the contact. Okay, everybody do this. Press 2. Everybody press 2. Bring out your knife. Bring out your knife. Now, press 2, Wallace. Okay.
I don't think I have
Oh,
a
you're-
knife on me. I got
okay.
a flashlight.
Okay,
but-
okay. So you need to make your way up there when we're done with this training and get a knife, okay?
I think
So 2, and then 2 with your baton, okay? 2 with your flashlight, and everyone knows how to turn on their flashlight and not whack the partner behind them, next to them, right? It's a right click to put the flashlight on, okay? You guys get away from me. I want to see. I want to see the different whacks, the different swings. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. I'm gonna face the wall here, so I'm gonna go. There's 1. That's the legs, right? Legs, legs, legs again. Everybody see that? So if someone's trying to punch you, and all you've got is your flashlight, okay, so somebody walk up on me. One of you guys walk up on me. See that? See the difference? If you're too far away, walk away from me. Walk away from me. Now, see that? See that? Look at what I just fix yourself.
Yeah.
Fix. Are you okay? Okay, so
yeah, I gotta fix myself.
what I want to show you guys is the distance that you need to be away from someone in order to see what they're about to do. Is it illegal for someone to be standing on a sidewalk in broad daylight with a flashlight in their hand? No.
No.
No, it is not. Okay? What if they're going to go to their trunk? What if they're going to look under their hood? Right? Okay. So you don't know. You don't know what's going on. You don't know if you've got a call there to the area. No problem. There's no problem with you if you need to make contact with that person. Hey, bud, can you put that flashlight away? There's nothing wrong with you asking him that. No, I think I'll leave it out in my hand. Okay, then keep your distance and talk to the guy. Understood? Right? This is if you're not going to arrest him. Okay, if you're going to arrest him, he doesn't want to put his flashlight away. He's got what? He's got a weapon of necessity. But in his guys, he's got a weapon to hit you with, something to hurt you with, right? Okay. Any questions about anything I went over so far today?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. But can we try something real quick?
Yes, we can. What is it?
Can you grab out your knife real quick, and when I go to arrest you, try stabbing me when I arrest you.
All right, I'm over here.
Oh.
Okay.
One sec.
Oh, when you try to cuff me, you want me to stab you?
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yep. Go. Yep.
Oh,
See that? See that?
Yeah, and you can still, I think you can still stab that now.
See that? Okay.
oh, no, he's cuffed.
Yeah, I'm cuffed with my knife in my hand. Exactly. And you know what? Can we tase people that are uncooperative, that are walking away from us? Yes, we can. They shouldn't have been able to walk away from us, but we can tase them again. Okay, right? We can tase them. What if they're about to walk into traffic and they're too far away for you? If you run up to them, they might try to, walk even, change their angle and walk and put themselves at risk even quicker. You can tase somebody who is walking away from you if you have no way of getting a hold of them. If you're on a traffic stop and you have a guy sitting on the ground, how do you sit on the ground? How do you sit down?
Picnic.
Picnic. All right. Okay. Do picnic. All right. Now, that's sitting on the bus bench. Let me see picnic. Or sitting on the beach. Sitting on the beach with your hands angled behind you, right? That's sitting on the beach, right? Okay. There's nothing wrong with getting people to do this when you're outnumbered, but you don't want to be aggressive. There's nothing wrong with doing this, guys. I'm telling you right now. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Nothing wrong with that at all. All right. Sitting on the curb. What do we have to simulate sitting on a curb? All right. Okay, yeah. Squat down, face away from me. Right. Walk up to that wall and squat down. Right. No problem.
Yeah,
there. Right.
They do involuntarily stand up
Right.
sometimes when they do that.
Right. Or you know what? Something else. Go over there and lean against the hood of my car. Go over here. What do you do? Lean. Right. Lean.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Just don't lean against the car. So I want you to take a knife out, lean against the wall. And I want to see how long it takes you to get out of the animation of leaning with a knife in your hand, okay, to be able to swing the knife. But okay, stay right there. Is it Jackson? Jackson, stay. Who is that?
No, I'm Wallace. I'm not sure how to fix myself.
No. Who is this? Who is this right here?
Jackson.
Jackson, stay right there. Chris and Wallace, come over here. Come over here, guys.
You can't have your knife.
All right. So let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. All right. So
When you lean, you can't have the knife out. Well,
Yeah.
okay. So get the knife out. Okay. All right. Good. So we walk up on a guy. He doesn't have anything in his hands, and he's leaning against the wall. Hey, that's perfect because I'm keeping my distance. Okay. So I'm talking to him from about this far away. All right. There you go. He's just leaning against the wall. All he's done is run his mouth. I'm asking questions, and he's mouthing off. He's not a threat right now. He's leaning against the wall. So what? Right? I don't know who this guy is, but I've made contact with him. And again, all he's doing is chirping away because I've made contact with him. Okay? All right. Now, we're going to have a conversation. And at some point, I want you to come off the wall and do 1, 2, 3, or 4 towards me. Understand?
Yeah.
All right. So, hey, sir. I'm Sergeant Steele with the NYPD. Can you tell me your name?
Yeah, it's John Doe.
John Doe. All right. What's your date of birth, John Doe?
I don't have one.
You don't know the date you were born?
So what? I don't know the day I was born. Your mom never told me.
Put it down, sir. Put it down. Put it down.
Okay.
Face away from me. Put it
All
down.
right.
Put it down. On the ground. Face away from me.
All right.
Get on your knees. Two Alpha 10. I need 1 unit back up to my location. Aggressive individual. Armed with a asp or a baton. Holding one at taser point. Don't look at me, sir. Don't look at me again. There it is, right? Now you have control of the guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many cops do you see talking to a whole group of people that are being aggressive and people that need to go to jail, but they're in a group? And he's just standing there with his hands down at his side, giving them a chance to, 1, distract him, and 2, pull out a weapon, right? Right? Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, okay? All right, so just last question here. Okay, very good. Thank you, partner. Any questions at all? I would like for you guys, if you would, volunteer next time I teach the class if you're available, and come be my my guinea pigs. You know what I mean? If you guys are willing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
I'll
you're
do
gonna.
that though.
Yeah.
I need to know how to fix myself.
What's
I feel I'm 1% right now.
you're at 1%? Okay, we got to take you to the hospital and get you back up to snuff.
or you could do a trick.
Oh yeah, take a flight. Is it flight out, flight in? You're good or no?
No, it's
No.
duty 1 or duty 2. You switch your duties.
Oh, okay.
But do it then. Do it. Do it. I don't care. We're in a training center. Man. Do it.
So down me real quick. I give you permission. Somebody shoot me in the head.
Who? Raise your hands. Who wants to be downed?
I do. It's me, Donnie. Somebody shoot me.
Shoot you? All right.
Like, I mean,
What?
Holy shit. Oh, dude.
Okay. All right. Watch this.
Dude, 2 rounds went right through him.
yeah, that honestly, like, that's too broke. Like, that should not be a thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what is that?
You just can't. You can't shoot or do anything once you do that, because in the hospital's eyes, you're still dead on the ground, so you can't like shoot your gun or anything. I can't even kick or fight you. With any
Okay.
buttons.
Okay. And that's something that someone showed you?
Yeah, one of the sergeants showed me that.
Okay.
Because,
No, I'm trying that, and I don't think that works if you're not fully down, because I'm only 1%. That's not working for me.
you've got to save your
Yeah, you
uniform
save it.
first. Yeah, you got to save it first.
Yeah. Okay.
That should be.
All right.
But
So
I only use it on training servers, so I would be happy if I didn't get in trouble for that.
I'm not gonna. You're not gonna get in trouble for using that on the training server.
I'm telling.
Just don't do that in front of a bunch of people on the
I'm telling.
other thing.
Yeah,
I'm just messing with you.
No, I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't do it in live.
just you know what to do. Common sense, right? Common sense. So if you
Yeah.
guys want to volunteer, when I have use of force training, when I post it and you guys see it and you want to be there, then send me a DM. I'll be there, and tell me what scheduled class you're going to be there for. Okay? Because you guys have had the class, because you guys are familiar with what's going to happen, you guys would be my my perps. Okay? You guys wouldn't be on duty, and yeah, you guys wouldn't be on duty. I don't care what you wear as long as it's not a clown suit, but you guys would not be on duty for it. Okay?
Okay.
So we ain't even getting paid.
Nah, I could pay you out of my own pocket.
I'm
Okay?
just
Put it
joking,
that
I'm
way.
just joking.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
you
messing
guys,
with
you just can't be. I don't want you guys to have your police abilities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Because I don't want things getting mixed up where, you know, if someone's in there trying to drag and another officer's in there dragging, you drag, and it looks like Larry Moe and
Just
Curly.
one giant
Okay?
drag train.
Exactly. Yes. Okay. All right. So that.
Somebody,
Yeah. That's it, fellas. That's it. Okay.
somebody want to down me and revive me, so I don't have to wait for the timer.
I'm sorry.
Would we have time for a pursuit, maybe, or no?
You mean like an official thing, training?
Yeah, kind of.
No, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Okay.
I've got to go eat dinner.
10-4.
Let me tell you guys something about pursuits, though. Let me real quick, okay? If you guys are going to
Thank
pursue
you.
somebody and they run a stop sign and they take off on you, don't chase them. They're not worth it. Get the plate number. Let a sergeant know, hey, I got this plate. This is of a guy that ran a stop sign and took off from me. And if the rules are the same, we can put a warrant out for that vehicle. I don't know if we can still do that or not. If we're still doing that, I have to find out. Okay, so if a guy shoots your partner and runs from you, you chase that guy to the end of the earth. Okay, all right. You try to keep up with him, but you got to have due regard for everybody else on the road, because the guy you're chasing does not. His only priority is getting away from you. Okay, your priority is that you don't hurt people in the process of trying to catch that guy, and you're the only cop on, and this guy's got a supercar. Forget about it. It's done. Okay, but in general, someone commits a violent crime. Okay, what are the violent crimes? Let's go over those. Or crimes with guns, right? Bank robbery, store robbery, shooting people, stealing cars. Because people that get caught stealing cars are likely to have a weapon to defend themselves so they can get away, right? So that's something to chase somebody for. A carjacking, where you show up or you witness a carjacking, that's something that's a violent crime. Okay. Someone gets hit by a car, like manslaughter, or they purposely try to run somebody over, attempted murder or murder, you chase that person down. Okay. But the simple things like they sideswipe your car, and then they take off on you, and they're pulling away from you, but you have their plate, or even if you don't have their plate, you're done. Okay? If you have the plate, put a warrant out. If you don't have the plate, it's over with. Okay? They sideswiped your car. They didn't kill anybody, they sideswiped your car. For the drunk drivers, when they go on the wrong side of the road, just because they're doing it doesn't mean you need to do it too, okay? Do your best to follow along with them in the correct direction to travel. However, if you cross the opposite lanes of traffic and you can get on the emergency lane, I guess, the right bank, what do they call that? The right end, the right side of the lanes, as a direction that normal people would travel.
Shoulder.
The shoulder. Get on the right shoulder for people in the right direction, and travel down that with your siren on, but not at full speed, to where you can react if someone that you're driving towards pulls in front of you. You can still react, or shut it down altogether. But don't do that thing in the shoulder the opposite direction without a good reason. Understood? Because you
Oh,
So
can.
if you're in the pursuit, then you don't, like, say if there's like 3 cars and you're like the leading one, are you not supposed to follow them on the other side of the, like,
I
oncoming
think
traffic?
only the lead car is allowed
Yeah,
to
that's what I
follow.
thought.
Only the lead car, then that makes sense. I understand that. But if you're the only cop there, you've just increased the chance of getting into a wreck and not catching that guy to begin with, right? All right?
Yeah.
So you think ahead.
Yeah.
Stay ahead of them. Stay ahead of what they're thinking. Stay ahead of it. Okay? Stay ahead. All right. Anyone have any questions about any of this? Anything?
I do have a comment. Just if
Yeah.
you're in pursuit, don't get tunnel vision, because if you lose him, the best part is he's probably gonna come back because he wants another chase. Because if he got away the first time, he wants to show off to his buddies and say, "Hey, I just lost this cop. I'm gonna try to do it again."
And at
Next
that
time you might actually
Exactly.
catch him.
exactly. And at that point, what is he doing when he comes back? What rule is he breaking?
Cop baiting.
Cop baiting.
Happens all the time.
Exactly. I get baited, and then I pull up next to him, and I say, "Hey, man, you're doing something that you're not going to like the result. Just keep it cool and stop doing what you're doing." And some of them understand, and some of them play dumb. Either way, okay. If you can chase a guy down when he's cop baiting you, and you can catch up to him and all that, and arrest him, then fine. If he's cop baiting you in a supercar and he's doing it over and over again, at some point you're going to have to ignore it and go to support and go report it, right? Because if you don't, that guy's going to keep on doing that same thing, okay? A couple weeks ago, I had a guy in an armored car, which shouldn't have been able to drive armored cars. 3 guys jumped out of an armored car, and I was on a traffic stop, and it was a ruse because the person I pulled over was also part of this stupidity. He parked his car when I was code 3 on a bridge, so that when I stopped my pursuit because the guy outran me, I went back to talk to him, and he had tried to go back down by Mission Road down the Vespucci Bridge. I pull up, I get the guy's ID. These guys pulled up in an armored car. They jumped out. 5 of them jumped out of an armored car. One of them walked up to me, and they all shot me. Someone shot me with a pistol, and one guy shot me with a shotgun. So I wasn't going to report it, but when someone told me they shouldn't have been in the armored car, and they did what they did, then yeah, I got to report this. Because I'm not really worried about the armored car as much as I am walking up and shooting somebody without saying a word to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe they believe that pointing a gun at the cop, and I didn't know. Once they started shooting me, but there was nothing. They didn't say anything to me before they started shooting me. And I had nothing. My body was like, my chest is like leaning back from the impact of the guns, and I'm trying to do this, and every time I try to do something that, I get that same thing where someone's trying to shoot me. Like my chest is taking the impact, and my body's temporarily falling backwards. So, anyway, I'm done. We're done, and I thank you guys. Okay. And if you guys want to volunteer again, that's fine.
Feel free to PM me on the Discord if you want to come out and practice for pursuit training sometimes, and if you need a guinea pig, I'm usually on all the time.
Sure.
Well, I'll do that.
All
Actually, this should be my last training as a cadet.
All right. This is your last training?
Yeah, this was the last class I had to attend.
Okay, very good. Okay, good.
What do
We-
you find out like what you need to do to get?
Your chain of command. Your chain
Yep.
of command. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're in platoon 1, Chris. So so you're gonna go to Sergeant Conway. Okay. So right now he's already got you guys all checked off. Okay. Jackson, you didn't need it, but I'm glad you came over here again.
Yeah, no problem. I
But
just thought it could help.
so you guys did stuff and you guys made mistakes. You saw other officers make mistakes here, and we corrected them. And then we you know, different scenarios. I think this is better than just reading the SOP. All right.
Yes, a lot better.
All right, guys. I'm done. I gotta go eat dinner. I'll see you guys later.
All
You
right,
too.
thanks, Sergeant.
Okay, guys, take care. Let's
did
go
you-
on back up to the locker room before we get out of here. Okay. Come on.
10-4.
Come on.
If you guys ever get on a traffic stop or a scenario, make sure try to F6 and take a picture of their IDs just in case they could zero, because it happens too much,
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
and it makes me especially angry.
Yeah.
It's what my last. I almost busted somebody for drugs, and he code zero just as he wrecked his car.
Yeah.
Oh, did you say that the civilians aren't supposed to be able to drive armored cars?
Yes, I did. The admin that I went to told me that he did not believe that the armored cars had been allowed. He had confirmed it for me later that no, they are not allowed to drive armored cars.
Oh, alright.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was with some officers a couple days ago and we nearly got mowed down by 3 individuals in a van.
In
One
armored.
of those bank vans, yeah.
Really? Oh wow. Maybe they are allowed. Maybe they are allowed now, but they're big and heavy. So if an armored car hits you at
Yeah, that
full
thing was a
speed,
beast.
they're gonna smash the hell out of your car if they hit you.
Yeah, we had to call for an ERT to pull that thing over.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't really need walking around with this shit on my back, so is there a way I can like not have that?
You
Go
gotta
on duty
put
and
it.
then
Go on
do
duty.
/SG.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody ever see a flashbang before?
No.
No, actually.
Sergeant, have you seen the new flashbangs?
No.
Would you like to see them?
How do I get this thing?
I don't know. Are you allowed to demonstrate it here in front of us?
I mean, it's training server, and they let me use it in ERT training.
Okay. Okay. Everybody, come back here. Let's.
How do I get this?
I don't want to do it outside though. I want to do it where it's safe. All right. Throw it over there. Throw it over there. Quickly, before someone
All right,
else
let me get
walks in and gets flashbang. Even worse. You got it? Throw it. Holy shit. Okay. All right. All right. All right.
Wow.
All right. Yeah. That's cool, man. It's loud as hell, man.
I'm excited for 'em.
That sounds louder than a grenade in Battlefield 4, man.
Yeah, how close do they have to be for that to be effective, though?
If it's in a store or a bank, it's going to be effective immediately.
Oh,
All right.
10-4, have a good night, everybody.
alright,
All
take
right.
care.
See you guys later.
Yeah, how do I get this shotgun or AR away from these guys? I don't know.
/AR/SG. Yep, there you go, Tom.
Alright.
All right. And try to go off duty before. There you go. There you go. It's there. Yeah, it's still there. Okay, so what you're gonna have to do is put that in the trunk of your patrol car. So, Chris, what you got to do is you got to get on duty, get some money, go get a patrol car. Actually, yeah, go get a patrol car, and put the guns in the trunk of the patrol car. Then put the patrol car back in the garage until you can until you need your guns again to go out with your partners or whatever. Put it in their trunk. Yeah.
I can help you out if you need.
All right. I'll see you guys.
You want to go on duty before?